Hi everyone, Joe Gentili from Saroff Gentili LLP. So today's video is going to deal with how to combat delays for naturalization applications. So there's basically two paths for that. There's delays that happen prior to an interview and there's delays post-interview. Delays prior to an interview are dealt with in the same way that most other immigration delays are dealt with federal courts. You file a writ of mandamus with account for violations of the APA as well. So I've done a bunch of videos on those, and basically the same ideas apply there. However, for delays that occur after the interview, there's a separate law that deals with that. And the law is 8 U.S.C. 1447B. And what that says is that if after you've had your interview, if you don't get a decision within 120 days of that interview, you can go to federal court and basically have a federal judge take control of your case and decide your case. So this is really powerful. It's a lot more powerful in a mandamus case, because with a mandamus case, a judge can force the government to issue a decision on the case, but it can't say whether that decision should be an approval or a denial. But with a 1447B case, now the judge can decide the case for themselves. They could say that this is an approval. They don't have to follow any advice or do anything that USCIS says. They can just decide an approval on their own. What happens frequently is if you file a 1447B case more than 120 days after the initial interview, the judge can, and USCIS may agree to this, they'll send the case back to USCIS with instructions to have the case decided within a certain amount of time. The judge may not decide an approval or denial. They just may push it back to USCIS and say, you have to decide it within 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever it may be. If you have a denial at that point, then of course you can go back to the judge and argue over the denial. But 1447B gives a really powerful right, because you have that extra kicker, that extra hammer against USCIS to threaten to have a judge decide the case. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If you like these videos, subscribe. Happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thanks. Bye.